What is the future for fat dissolving treatments in 2025? Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Arturo Almeida, and today we're diving into this very exciting topic, which is the future for these fat dissolving treatments in 2025. And I'm going to share with you what is new, what is next, how you can take advantage of this new trend. Actually, we're going to explore these different trends and how our patients are now approaching to these treatments in a very different way. And at the end, I'm going to give you my 5 top recommendations to be successful in this particular arena in 2025. So let's begin. If we look at the evolution of this non-surgical body contouring treatment space, and go back to history, go back to the 90s for instance, the only go-to solution to get rid of stubborn fat pockets in the body was surgical liposuction. And don't get me wrong, I think surgical liposuction, I'm convinced surgical liposuction is still one of the methods that should be used to treat certain subset of patients. But if we fast forward to 2024, what is the reality? Well, the reality is that I think we are in the golden age of non-surgical and minimally invasive treatments, because let's be honest, our patients don't like invasive treatments. Our patients don't like downtime. They don't like surgery. I can tell you that because I'm a surgeon myself. Instead, they're looking for procedures that don't interrupt their daily activities with no or very, very minimal downtime. And this is where treatment options like fat dissolving injectables, cryolipolysis, radiofrequency, either monopolar or bipolar, with or without microneedling, high intensity focused ultrasound therapy, or one of the latest innovations that have been added in the market, which is the low-level laser therapy cleared recently by the FDA to treat fat, particularly in the body, is branded as Emerald Laser. Perhaps you've heard about that. Well, all these treatments have revolutionized the field of body contouring. And let me give you some facts so you can get a better idea about this. And I have something written down here, so I'm going to give you the accurate numbers. So, the global body contouring market, the value of this market in 2023 was $8.4 billion US dollars, which is quite significant. But get this, the expected value of this same market in 2032 will be 14.1 billion US dollars, with a compound annual growth rate of 5.7%. That tells us that this is definitely a growing market. This is definitely one of the biggest trends in aesthetic medicine, and that's something that we perhaps should be in. Let me give you more data here. The FDI, fat dissolving injections alone, the expected value of this market in the same time frame, according to different sources, will reach 5.5 billion US dollars in the same time frame, as I said. Again, this is data that is telling us that, yeah, this is a market that we should definitely consider to be in without a question, in my opinion. If we analyze now the shifts on the patient preferences, what are the new trends, I will say that this demand is driven mainly by patients, not by us, not by industry. Patients are demanding these non-invasive treatments. Now, patients, besides obviously demanding these less invasive procedures, they want more personalized, bespoke solutions, because they're not just looking for a fat reduction. It's not just about that stubborn fat pocket that they don't like. No, they want to combine treatments to address multiple concerns. For instance, using fat dissolving injectables with radiofrequency to address the skin tightening or the loose skin that may happen after some of these treatments, or laser therapies for body contouring. It's not just about the treatment that we use, is more about the outcome and seen on a very holistic way. But also at the same time, these treatments are perceived not just a cosmetic treatment, not just to improve their appearance, but also they're seen more globally as part of a wellness approach. Is that the procedures are increasingly perceived as part of this wellness. That's why some of the clinics are called med spa, to embrace this new concept, together with new fitness routines, nutrition, all these things considered as a whole. Also, if we consider age, Generation Z patients are seeking early treatments compared to the previous generations. For Generation X and millennials, this is more about maintaining the results they have already achieved. So they have different reasons why they will come to us in the first place. So the key thing here is to tailor the solutions that you will offer in your clinic to make a bigger impact on the success of the treatment. If we talk about the challenges that we can face into this future of fat dissolving treatments, I will mention basically two challenges, in my opinion. The first big challenge is regulation and all the regulatory that is coming up. It is no longer just about the US FDA to be very strict, but I don't know if you know this, but the EU has implemented a new regulation for medical devices, or also known as MDR. And basically, these new regulations are pushing for more rigorous controls for safety and efficacy. And don't forget that most fat dissolving injectables, with the only exception of Kibela or Velkira, are classified as cosmetics, which brings some sort of gray areas or areas of concern for cosmetic practitioners, depending on which part of the world they're practicing. And don't forget that we need to be aware of these things. It's not that they're not safe, it's not that they're not effective, it's about knowing the legislation. By the way, if you want to know how to choose the best fat dissolving injectable to your practice, check on my channel. There's another video that deals with this specific topic. The second challenge, in my opinion, is technology. And yes, technology is a blessing, but it could be also a challenge. Sometimes it's really difficult to keep up with all the different devices that are constantly coming out of the market. Different radio frequencies, monopolar, bipolar, with or without microneedling, the newest low-level laser therapy that I mentioned before, the new ultrasound machines, and it's sometimes we can't keep up with everything. If you are considering to invest in new technology, this is my advice. Make sure that you do your due diligence. Don't fall into the trap of the shiny object syndrome, particularly when we attend these big conferences and all these devices are just with lights and everything, and then just are calling for our attention. Well, if you decide to invest in this technology, which is great, make sure that you do your research and make sure that this device will fit your needs, your demographics, and your business plan behind. And also make sure that you know the numbers behind the investment. This is critical. What are the good news about the challenges? Well, in my opinion, behind every challenge is always an opportunity. So if you stay on this space and you stay ahead of all these trends, let me tell you, that will give you an immense opportunity for yourself and your clinic to thrive and stand out from your competition. So you no longer have to be worried about that therapist down the street that is doing the same as you do. So let's finish with my advice for 2025. And to summarize what I've just been sharing with you, I will say that these are my 5 top recommendations for success in 2025. Number 1, expand your service offerings. My friend, this is no longer about derma fillers and toxins. It's about combination treatments. It's about holistic approach. If you combine, for instance, fat-dissolving injections with energy-based devices, you can really deliver transformational results to your patients that will keep them coming back. Number 2, don't leave things to happen randomly. Create a framework for your operations. Develop all the protocols in your clinic that integrate these multiple treatments to offer to your patients, and work on the patient's journey from the pre-assessment phase all the way to the post-care. These will make a significant difference in your impact into your patients. Some people complain so much about that, they're just there for the treatment and nobody pays attention to them after the treatment or even before the treatment happened. Patient journey is critical to achieve a better patient retention. And when you achieve the patient retention, a higher patient retention, that will mean higher revenues and higher profits for your clinic, which is something that we always look after. Number 3, don't undervalue the power of marketing. I think marketing is a key point of your clinic. Showcase your success. Make sure that you have your before and afters and you show them in the social media of your choice. But even better than that, testimonials are a golden nugget. Because when people see another person talking about the things that you have delivered, the results you have delivered, and how happy they feel about that changes everything. Make sure that you have a proper marketing strategy in place. Don't post on social media randomly, but instead, either yourself or someone in your team to help you to deliver this in a very strategic way. Number 4, create long-term revenue streams. Not just one-off treatment, but membership plans, for instance, or bundle treatments or packages. Patients love packages, by the way. All these with one purpose: to encourage them to keep coming back and to develop maintenance plan. Because sometimes patients ask us about maintenance and we don't have the right answer. And again, all these put in place will increase the profitability of your clinic, which is again something really, really good. And last but not least, number 5, invest in your team. If you already have a team member, even if it's only one, make sure that you're constantly upgrading his or her skills. Because remember, the staff, your team, will be the one actually selling some of these new treatments that you implement in your clinic. And by putting them ahead of these trends and keeping them up to date in all these new treatments, they're going to be really, really happy with the right knowledge to sell these treatments to your existing patients. Now, we've reached the end of this video, and I would like to summarize this simply as follows. I genuinely believe that the future of fat-dissolving treatments is exciting, is dynamic, and is full of opportunities for you, my friend, and for your clinic and for your growth. You need to embrace the innovation, the new technologies, the new trends, understand what the patient wants, so you can not only meet the demands, but exceed the demands. And by doing so, you will deliver a transformational experience for them that will make them loyal for you for life almost. If you found this video interesting, like it, of course, but share it with someone that might be interested in knowing more about this. And if you want to know more about the different training offers, courses, mentorship programs and things that we offer, just make sure that you read those in the descriptions. There are some links there, and we will be very happy to connect with you and help you to take your practice to the next level. It's been a pleasure having you here, and all I can say, here's to an amazing 2025.